evening, everyone. I'm Golda Hundo. Thank you for joining us this evening. The country has been paying close attention to the Miller versus California case that has been going on since January of 1973. Today, the court has made a decision on the pornography case, which has redefined obscenity. We will now review this case for our viewers to see exactly how this case affects us.
Hey Marvin, what's up?
Wow. Clearly our sales haven't been doing too well lately. So I took it upon myself to come up with an idea that will revolutionize our store and the porn industry.
Marvin, what did you do?
Well, it was a golden idea. It was an opportunity that I had to seize. So, don't get mad at me.
Marvin.
I'm just trying to make money.
Marvin!
Everyone is going to be coming to our store. It's going to be crazy. The whole town's going to be here. All the husbands and wives, and it's going to be fantastic.
Marvin, what are you talking about?
Here you go, man.
Thank you. Ew!
I mailed these paper trifolds out to people. I believe the French call them brochures. And, well, take a look at some of these. They're pretty high quality, if I do say so myself. What do you think?
Marvin, you can't send these to people's homes.
Oh, I did. I mass mailed them to businesses' homes.
Marvin, we're gonna get sued. What happens if a little kid sees this or something?
Yeah, I can. It's freedom of speech. First Amendment, baby.
Marvin, this is by far the stupidest thing you have ever done.
Look, you gotta see all the business this is gonna bring us. It's gonna be crazy.
Marvin, this is just a lawsuit waiting to happen. I'm done. I can't work for you anymore. I quit.
I'm gonna be richer than you ever will be, Bill Gates.
What do we have today? Oh my God, what's this? Oh my God, Mom, come look at this. What is it? I don't mean to freak out, but someone sent this in the mail. Oh my gosh! God forbid we ever receive such obscene material! Porn is a gift from the devil. Come, we must pray.
Porn.
Please stop. Marvin Miller, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
What am I being arrested for?
Violation of California Penal Code 311.2.
What's that?
Well, hold on. Penal Code 311.2 states every person who knowingly sends or causes to be sent or brings or causes to be brought into this state for sale or distribution, or in this state possesses, prepares, publishes, produces, or prints with intent to distribute or to exhibit to others, or who offers to distribute, distributes, or exhibits to others any obscene matter is for first offense guilty of a misdemeanor.
Wasn't that a mouthful?
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, well, one will be provided for you. Do you understand the things I'm saying to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so here's the facts of the case. Marvin Miller conducted a mass mailing campaign advertising adult material, and during this campaign, advertisements containing explicit depictions of sexual activities were mailed to a restaurant without a request for such material. The state of California holds that Miller's actions constitute a misdemeanor under California Penal Code 311.2, as he knowingly distributed obscene material, and his conviction was upheld by the appellate court in California. The question we must answer is, does California Penal Code 311.2 banning the distribution of obscene material violate the protections of the First Amendment and 14th Amendment? Personally, I think that pornography is not protected by the First Amendment.
I think the court should not allow a man to be convicted of selling an obscene article if the sale occurs before a court has determined such an article to be obscene. Sending a man to jail for violating standards that are undefined, unclear, and difficult to apply is a monstrous thing to do. The First Amendment does not grant or imply any exception to its protections, especially not to speech that is being targeted because it is offensive to some individuals. The court has not constitutionally granted powers to define obscenity.
Well, I spoke to the others, and they agreed with me. It is a 5-4 decision favoring it is not protected by the First Amendment. We've also established a new test to determine what is obscene and what is not. The decision will be told to Mr. Miller in court tomorrow.
The question before this court is whether the sale and distribution of obscene materials by mail is protected under the First Amendment's freedom of speech guarantee. Now, Mr. Miller, under the state of California, you have been found guilty of California Penal Code 311.2. What is your argument?
I was simply trying to advertise for my style, Mr. Judge. Although some may find it offensive and inappropriate, I find it has artistic value. Therefore, my brochures is protected under the First Amendment of freedom of speech, is it not, Mr. Judge, Mr. Berger?
Well, Mr. Miller, obscene materials are defined as those that the average person, applying contemporary community standards, find, taken as a whole, appeal to the prurient interests, that depict or describe in a patently offensive way sexual conduct or excretory functions specifically defined by applicable state law, and that the work, taken as a whole, lacks serious literacy, artistic, political, or scientific value.
So I'm innocent?
No, you're very much guilty.
Well, are you sure, Mr. Judge, that you took into account the standards set by Memoirs versus Massachusetts? Are you sure, Mr. Berger, Mr. Ronald McDonald, Mr. Hamburger, Mr. In-N-Out, Mr. Wendy's, that my material is utterly without redeeming social value?
The appellate division of the court would say no, which makes you guilty. The decision has been made, and I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, but you are guilty. Court adjourned.
The Court of Miller versus California created the Miller test. This test is used to define what is considered obscene or unsuitable for the general public. The Miller test will take a publication or any piece of art or communication and evaluate whether or not it is suitable for the public. It will look at how obscene it is or how it may offend people and decide whether or not it is protected by the First Amendment right. I'm Golda Hundo. Thank you for tuning in tonight.